I love trees. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening to you all wherever you are in the world. My name is Nick Ferrand and these are my Italian one-take property tours. I'm in Piemonte, which is northern Italy, and today I have been asked to tour this property and I'm normally not lost for words, but today this tour is just going to be unbelievable because this estate is owned by the family of the late great Nino Cerruti. Yes, that's right, the powerhouse of Italian fashion, ready to wear in Italy, made in Italy, 50 years of design and fashion and art. It is just fantastic. As you can tell, I'm very excited. At the end of this video, I will give you further information on how you can purchase this property. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, the first thing I'm going to quickly show you is the exterior of the property, and this is a beautiful, original, late 19th century villa. And the facade and the patina is just unbelievable. Now, there is a formal garden, which I'm going to show you a little bit later on. There are 3 buildings in total, but we will not have the opportunity to shoot everything today. But I will tell you further information about it as we go on. Now, this is the outside terrace, and it just typifies everything about Italy. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. Are you ready? Now, I've come in not from the front door, I've come in from the back door, and as we enter this beautiful house, you can just see all the furniture and style and everything that you would expect from an Italian designer, including a barking dog. Now, this is the first room which we're going to go into, and it has beautiful original floorboards absolutely everywhere, and this is or was Nino's office and desk, and I have been told by his daughter, which I think is quite incredible, that Giorgio Armani signed his first contract right here at this table. History. Unbelievable. Now, Nino Cerruti did not only fashion, but he also did furniture as well. And there are elements around the house which we are going to see which have been designed by him. There is so much history here. It is just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe that a young Giorgio Armani sat in that chair and signed his first contract. I think it's fantastic, isn't it? It really is. Now, he also designed a clothing line for Ferrari and also clothes for Michael Schumacher. Now we're going to go back out and then we're going to pop into the bar area. It is so chic. There's a lifetime of memories in this property. Oh, it's just beautiful. Everything about it. The history. Edward Hopper on the wall. And now we're going to enter the formal dining room. Yeah, I just would have loved to have been a fly on the wall with, or to be invited actually. Why be the fly when you can be invited to a lunch or supper here? Beautiful fireplace. Nothing too ornate, but just in keeping with the style of the house as well. Stunning. Now, a lot of the furniture can be bought by separate negotiation, and I personally think if you were thinking of purchasing this piece of Italian history, you would probably want to come here and have a discussion about it, because I already have marked a number of things which I would be very interested in purchasing myself. I just love the bar. Right, we're going to go now to the front of the house, and I'm going to show you the front door. Beautiful staircase. And this is the original entrance or salon, which you would have initially come into when you arrived at the house and waited for the owner. I mean, what history. I'm just going to come down here. I want to show you this as well, because when you see the door and you think to yourself, well, it's on an angle, and that has been designed so that the hinges will rise, and so the door will lift up. I think that's great. Beautiful wooden paneling as you come in from the front door. And then I'm going to give you the reverse. Fabulous tapestry on the back wall. There's just a mix of history here. Oh, it's stunning. It really is just such an absolute privilege for me to be here today. Now, just to the right is the boot room. And I want to show you that because it has this incredible wooden original paneling. And it's also got a really traditional Italian powder room downstairs with the floor and the walls in the same style of tiles, and that would have been done probably in the 1970s. And I just love it. I really do. I just think it's incredible. Right, there will be some cuts along the way on this video because I just think there's just absolutely too much for us to do all in one take. Right, we're going to climb the stairs now to the first floor, and the first thing I want to point out to you is, are these just beautiful cast iron railings as we go up the stairs. The light streaming through the windows. Now, as I mentioned, Nino designed, well, for quite a long period of time, the clothes for many films. His father actually designed some of the clothes for the Dolce Vita, which is probably one of my favorite films of all times. Now we come upstairs to the first landing. Isn't that beautiful? It is so chic. And I think we're going to go to the end, and I'm going to show you bedroom number 1. Right, let's push through into this room here. Beautiful paneling on the windows. And then there's some lovely pictures, and I know this photographer, he's called Paolo Roversi, and he is an incredible photographer, and I've been told he was a very good friend of Nino Cerruti. He's an incredible photographer, actually. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. There's lots of design features which I can see. I mean, there's an Archimedes lamp over the bed. And this bed was also designed by Nino himself. And produced by a company, I believe, called Bale. I might have to check on that. If I've got that wrong, I apologize, and I will make a note in the description below. Oh, beautiful paneling everywhere. Let's see, there's not a lot of light in here. And let's go through into this room here. The paneling is just gorgeous. You might be able to hear the creak of the floorboards which are below. And now we're going to go into one of the bathrooms. I believe there are 4 bathrooms in this house, and also 2 powder rooms. And again, this is done from the 1970s, and you have margaritas tiling on the floor, some daisies, and then some pink tiling on the surround. It's very simple. Yeah, but it's just utterly charming. I'm going to give you the return now. Now, potentially this house needs some updating, but what I will tell you immediately is that it, over the years, and it has been in the family, the same family for over 100 years, it hasn't had such a restoration project where, you know, all the doors have been changed. They are all original, and every time I go in and see a property, I just think to myself, you know, either, wow, what have they done? Or, oh, that's just incredible. They've left everything original and then, you know, restored it. And this is the case here. It really is. It's just, you have all the originality that you want. I mean, look at this if I pull round and give you the reverse. Yes. It's just truly wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Right, let's go in and I'm going to show you another bedroom. Where should we go? Actually, there's an adjoining suite, so I'm going to go in and show you this. So we're now on the first landing. And again, as I mentioned to you, that basically the bathrooms haven't been updated. Yeah. To be honest with you, I would keep them. I really would. I just think they're just so beautiful. And I can tell you now that, you know, some of the plumbing has been updated, because if you see here, look, that you've got a slightly different colour on the tiles, and that's because a shower's been, or an updated shower system has been put in, and they couldn't get the original tiles, or that the tiles have faded over time. Yeah, I just think it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Right, we're going into another bedroom now. And it's a single room, and the arch on the left hand side is just a dressing room. But again, it's got a lovely wooden floors. I'm going to just pull round and show you that. I do like the colours. Then moving out of the blue room, there's an adjoining door which leads into the yellow room. Yeah, it's fantastic. There's a beautiful terrace outside. I'm going to see whether I can get out and show you the view. This house, as I mentioned, is in Piemonte, and basically it is in a parkland. It has a beautiful park itself, but it's surrounded by trees. You do get a little bit of a vista, and on the other side you can see the mountains themselves. Yeah, I just love it. Again, I have a yellow floor or tiles on here, and over the period of time, a few have basically cracked, but I just love that as well. I really do. And as we come up and I pull up, and then I can show you the windows which are above. And can you see the frescoes which are on the outside of the building? Yeah, it's gorgeous. Whoever is the fortunate buyer of this property, from me, please don't repaint those. Okay, let's get up to the next floor. So here we're climbing onto the second floor of the villa. And again, you've got this beautiful hallway. I think we're going to go down to show you what I believe is the principal bedroom. Yeah, it's just such a lovely mix of old and new, and history and love, and wow, just joy. As I said, I think it's well, no, not I think. It is a privilege for me to be here today. Right, let's rummage along and see what other wonders we can find. Just wanted to show you again this, because this is another bathroom which was obviously done at the same period. And again, I really do like it. Very old school Italian, and I just think it works so well. I wish designers would do that more nowadays. Yeah, chic. Okay, we're now popping through on the ground floor and going into the kitchen area. And as I mentioned, these houses... Oh, hello, little dog. Oh, don't bite me. You would have had basically your maids to help, or a cook or something. An estate of this size would have had people to come and help you. I can see the laundry room in the distance. And I'm just going to pull across. Oh, there's another dog. Oh, little doggies. And just so you can get your bearings, that the door in front of me is the door which leads directly into the dining room. Right, let's get outside. So here we are on the outside of the property in the estate, and I believe there are 7 hectares of parkland, and the drive that you can see going up to the electric gates goes out to the main road. And this tree, which is next to the house, is probably older than the property itself. In fact, I love this tree so much, I'm just going to pull up and show you. It is just the most amazing thing. Oh, it's just stunningly beautiful. Now, as I come round and I drop down, you will see the formal garden. I can hear bells in the distance. And I think we're going to walk down so I can show you the caretaker's house. So coming into view now is the caretaker's property. Nobody lives here at the moment. There was no furniture inside, and I'm just going to show you the outside of the building. It does need some updating. And then I'm going to pull around so that you can see the distance of where we've come. Now, there is no swimming pool at this property at this moment in time. Oh, what a beautiful parkland. I'm now walking back from the caretaker's house on a different path past this wonderful wisteria and back to the main property. And then we're going to go through these just incredible, beautiful gates into the garden of the palazzo. You can hear a small aeroplane overhead. It's just absolutely stunning. Right, we've just walked up from the main villa, which you can just see on the left-hand side, and we're coming up to the third property. Now, for privacy, I have decided that I am not going to do the interior, but I will do the exterior and this phenomenal private courtyard. Yes, charming, beautiful doors. I would have thought that this would have been the stables at some point. Oh, isn't that lovely? What a beautiful sunny spot. I might be tempted to put the pool right here. Now, I've just come into the garden because I want to show you the exterior of the property, and to the left of me you've got a wonderful covered pergola, and yeah, looking at the facade of the building, can you see the brickwork which is above on the left hand side? That would have been a barn at some stage. And then you really have this beautiful courtyard. This property was restored in the 1990s, and inside there's 3/4 bedrooms. Right, so I've come to the first floor balcony because I've had a good rummage around the estate, and there are a couple of things. You know me, I mean, I just want to go to where no camera has gone before. And I found this and I thought, well, this is just really interesting. You know, with these houses, there are just places where you just want to go because they haven't been restored. The houses are just too big. And this is one of the cases now. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I knew that this property had a new roof. And if I pull up the camera for a second, I will show you why. Now, there you have it. Now this would have been servants' quarters, and there is a plaque on that beam over there, and it says 1934. Quite incredible, isn't it? I don't know what one would do here, but you know, it gives you something to do. So that's what's so fantastic. But then as we came down, and basically Sylvia, the daughter, was showing me around the house, and she said, "Do you really want to go in here?" And I went, "Well, yes, please." And then in we went into the space. And can you see the shimmering of the walls? And then you come round here and you've got this kind of domed room. Oh, it's just beautiful. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. And then as we came to, and it's got kind of stuff, you know, which I love everywhere, and a very nice rocking chair actually. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm going to show you that. Oh, it must be late 19th century, I would have thought. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at the arms, the way they've been carved. Oh, it's just great. Yeah, that's going to go on my list, actually. And then we came round and just basically popped into this room. And again, it's filled with stuff. And as I pull the camera around and I lift up, and there are some quite steep steps, you go in and you've got this just wonderful, wonderful ceiling. Do you see the ceiling as I pull up here? Look at that. What a space. And then I realized as we come forward, and then I just love the wallpaper. I mean, it looks a little bit like Laura Ashley. It's just phenomenal. And so there's these doors at the end and the shutters. I've opened the doors, but then the shutters I can basically push through. And you come in and you push out. And as I open them, and the camera will adjust, you come directly out onto the terrace. Isn't that fantastic? So you've got your kind of secret room. What an incredible house. Really, it's been such a pleasure for me to take you on this tour today. Let me give you some further information. Como is about 90 minutes away. Lago Maggiore is about an hour away, as well as Torino, as well as Milan, as well as Malpensa. If you wanted to go swimming in the Mediterranean, the Ligurian coast is approximately 2 hours away, or if you wanted to go skiing in Courmayeur, which I've been and it's beautiful, it's 90 minutes away. Now, this property is coming to auction in New York on the 14th of June. And if you would like to know further information and receive a package from us, please send me an email at info@abodeitaly.com. And the reserve price of this house is €1,250,000. I would just like to give a big thanks to Ben and Gemma for giving me this opportunity, and also to the Cerruti family. It's been an absolute pleasure for me to come and film this today. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. Lost for words. Oh, maybe not. Could you please, if you haven't done so already, just push those buttons. Until the next tour, I'll see you very soon. Take care. Ciao. The main point here is that you will have an opportunity to buy part of Italian fashion history.